Hello dudes and dudettes. I've got the bike jacked up using two just regular jacks. And right here, look at this beautifulness. I'm going to balance my front tire. I've got it up on jack stands, making sure the tire's not touching anything, and right now I'm just seeing how well it free spins. And what I'm using are wheel weights. What's going on, viewers of YouTube and my channel? I'm here to prove a myth from the tire balancing community that you need a static stand and all this gear to balance a tire. You don't. I'm using two jack stands extended all the way up, that way none of my tires not even touching the jack stands. You can see there, nothing touches. It's free floating, sort of. I've got the original axle through the barrel. Through the, not the barrel, what am I saying? I'm losing it. Whatever. You guys know what I mean. They spin and they get rid of friction, those machines. I've got the bike up on just regular jack stands. I'm not even using bike stands. And basically, I think I've got it. Before, that little tape marks the heavy spot, the valve stem. And here, I'm using 3/4 ounce wheel weights, the adhesive kind. I haven't stuck them on permanently. I'm using tape, but it spins fairly well. Look at that. I'm just using masking tape as a temporary adhesive. These are actually adhesive backs, so they stick on like stickers, and then I'll put black duct tape over it as safety. The way I'm cutting them is using tin snips because I didn't have scissors. I'm not actually cutting the metal. I'm cutting the adhesive backing that sticks them on. You can see there. If these are too heavy, you can cut these in half and put those in, but right now I'm just using 1/4 ounce adhesive wheel weights. Spinning, spinning. There it goes. Where it stops, no one knows, because this is Ryan's Motorcycle Carnival. This is actually kind of psychedelic looking. Especially with the sun going through it like that. Alright, come on. I'm going to slow this sucker down. Take your fingernail, run it just on the outside. You can slow it down. And what I'm looking for are any heavy spots. Wherever it settles on the bottom, as long as it's not the valve stem or the wheel weights, it's pretty much balanced. And even if it does land on the valve stem and the wheel weights, I'm able to move the tire and have it stay in another spot that'll be perfectly fine. Come on, what you got? What you got? Playing the lottery here. Come on. Ooh, so close. It didn't stop. It's actually rolling back to... There we go. It stops here. Valve stem is here, which means it's balanced. I can actually put the tire like that with the two weights opposite each other. I can do it this way. Tire doesn't move. This way doesn't move. Well, it's moving a little bit, but whatever. You get my point. The way you balance the tire, you spin it until it stops on the heavy point at the bottom. I've marked it with that piece of tape right there. That's the heavy point, the valve stem. You spin it again, find out if it's still the heavy point. If it is, you put weights on the opposite end. So heavy point at the bottom, put weights at the top. And you keep adding weight until they've equalized each other. And there you go. You don't need a fancy setup. You don't need a static stand for your tire. You can just use the regular axle, the bearings, there it is, that's the word, the bearings of the original tire. All you have to do is just put the wheel with the axle just like it would if it was in the forks. And your jack stands act like the forks. You don't even need jack stands. You can use 2 level tables if you can get them kind of level enough. The only thing is here, see that little lip at the end of your axle bolt? Just make sure that lip isn't touching anything, because if, let's say my knuckles are the lip, that little lip right there, it'll be tilted slightly and it'll mess up your result. So what I've done is I'd make sure that it overshot the jack stand and nothing is touching. So there it is, guys. That's my balanced front tire. I hope this saves you some money, and you have fun with it, alright? Be safe out there, guys.